wrong with having things. I'm not hammering that. You know, I've got a few things, and God's blessed me with a few things in my life, and I thank Him. You know, and I pray that He blesses me with more. Yes, sir.
There ain't no guarantee in life. Everybody knows that.
Amen.
But if you've been saved, you found salvation, you got the extended warranty.
You got it. You bought the extended warranty there, didn't you? Amen. But you know, I begin to think about what Jesus was saying here about, I'm the door for the sheep. You know what? And I like that. He says, I come and I give you life abundant. Let me move on here, man. He begins to talk about those that come before him that were thieves, and says the thief come not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. And I am come that they might have life, that they might have it more abundantly. You know, the devil's going to provide one thing for you, certainty. And that's death. And it ain't going to be good. An eternity of torments. An eternity of suffering. That's what he comes and what he gives. He says he comes to steal, to kill, to destroy. But the good shepherd comes to give life. I giveth life for the sheep, just like this little boy. He said, you know, I provide for my goats. I take care of them. I keep them. I provide them all kinds of, give them food. I give them hay. I keep them clean. I take care of them because I love them. The good shepherd loves you. Loves us. I'm the good shepherd, and I know my sheep and am known of him. I'm going to tell you what. He knows my name. And you know what? I used to say this a lot, and I preach this about praying. I want to be, my relationship with the Lord, I want it to be this way. When I call his name, he says, what is it, Gerald? What are you in need of? You know, a lot of us are kind of like I am when the phone rings. If I can't see the caller ID sometimes when it rings, I'm like, who in the world have I got on the phone? Please don't say something embarrassing. Please let on like you know who they are before you absolutely stick your foot in your mouth. Yesterday I got a text real early from the wedding party that I had for this afternoon, and I had kind of forgot about it, and they texted me real early in the morning, and my brain wasn't functioning real good. And they said, are we on for tomorrow evening? I said back, on for what? And I'm like, uh-oh. Who is it? There was no, I just seen a number, and I'm like, I have no idea who this is. And they said, oh, I'm sorry, this is so-and-so. I'm like, I got straightened out, you know. For a minute there, I had no idea who I was talking to, you know. And I'll apologize in advance. If you call me sometime and for the first couple of minutes you're thinking the preacher has no idea who he's talking to, guess what? You're right. Because I probably don't, and I apologize if I don't recognize your voice. I'll do that in advance. But you know what? I'm thankful that when I begin to pray, that God's not up there going, who's that? Ain't heard from him in a while. Well, look who's calling on me now. Good shepherd says, I know him. I know the sheep. I know the sheep. And they're known mine. He knows my name. Amen. And when I call upon him, he knows who it is. He knows exactly who it is. The hireling fleeth because he's a hireling. He cares not for the sheep. When trouble comes, he runs off. You know, the devil will reel you in. He'll entice you with all kinds of stuff. He'll tell you all kinds of things. And then he'll put you right in the middle of a mess. And then back off and say, ha, 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 ha. Look where you're at now. You know, the Word says that sin is fun for a season, and then comes what? Sudden destruction. Then it comes. Suddenly. I'm the good shepherd, know my sheep, and am known of mine, as the Father knoweth me, even so I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. I want to include this right here. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd.
Amen.
You know what? I run into people sometimes, and they'll say, well, preacher, you know. That was a joke the other day. Fellas, you know, I've always heard the one about the guy that dies and goes to heaven, and, you know, he's being led around heaven. St. Peter's showing him all the wonderful joys of heaven, taking him down through there. Here's where the Methodists are. Here's where this is. The Pentecostals are over here. And over here is, you know, this group. And then they come down and there's a giant fence. And you can barely see the top of a great big old mansion. And the guy says, who's that? He says, shh. That's the Baptists. They think they're the only ones here. You know what? And there's folks who, of all different flavors, that think they're the only ones. I've had people look down their nose at me because I'm this or that, or I'm not this or I'm not that. You know. I've had guys look at me and say, you don't dress much like a preacher. I said, what's the preacher dress code look like? Give me the picture. Is there a certain criteria? Do I have to go to a certain store? Do you have to have whatever? You're a preacher that rides a motorcycle. I said, yeah, I enjoy it. I sure do. But you know what Jesus said? He said, I've got many sheep not of this fold. Now somebody said, well, preacher, what are you getting at? Listen, of all different colors, of all different denominations, of all different types of churches, I got many sheep not of this fold, not just our crew. You know, a lot of folks, they get hung up on, well, we've got the perfect formula. You know, I've been fixing, well, we've got a perfect church. I'm going to tell you what, it become imperfect when I walk through the door because I'm not perfect. Amen? Nobody perfect. But he says, I've got many sheep not this fold. They always look like us. You know? Don't always dress like us. You know? Their hair might be a little bit longer. You know, I've had folks say, oh, I had a fellow today I was talking to in a motorcycle store. We were talking about going to church. I invited him to come. Good Christian guy, but he began to tell me about one time his beard had grown out a little bit. And a fellow told him he was going to hell because he had a beard. I said, you're kidding me. Bill, you're in trouble. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, he said, this fellow looked at him and said, you know you're going to hell. He said, oh, no, I don't know I'm going to hell. He said, I'm on my way to heaven. I'm a child of the King. I've been born again. Ain't got nothing to do with that beard. You know? I used to have one that started turning. I was going to look like Santa Claus. I thought, well, I won't grow it no more. Many sheep not of this fold. Many folks that don't look like us, and they good old Sunday church going, born again folks, they look a little different. You know, there's a patch I see some of these motorcycles guys got on, and they'll have a leather coat or a vest and much stuff, and it don't look the best for it because they've been out in the wind and road, and it says, these are my church clothes. I like it. Many sheep not of this fold, from all over the place. You know, there's a whole lot of folks got an idea. Well, you know, they got to sing like us. You know, our music. You know, I've got my style of singing, and I've shared with you how the Lord